Hello everybody, this is Michelle Litwiller. It is Wednesday, May 15th, and I am here for your weekly Facebook Live. Tonight I have some embossing paste that we're going to do, and we're going to make some fun backgrounds, and we're going to make two cards, a masculine version and a feminine version. So when you hop on here, please say hi. And so I know that you're here, and I'm excited to show you this. If you have never done embossing paste, or I know I did a video using it a while ago, and we did it in a stamp camp as well. But yeah, maybe this is something you would like to try. So let me show you what embossing paste is and where you can find it in the catalog. So it comes in these containers here, and we have silver, shimmery white, and white. So these are just the containers that they come in, and so you can get them in different varieties. So that's what they look like. Hello everybody, thank you for joining me. I see Wendy is on here, and Mary, and Barb. So thanks. So in our catalog, you can find the embossing paste in the back on page 202. And the shimmery white and the silver is $9, and the white is $8. I believe the silver is being discontinued. So if you want the silver, which I'm showcasing it tonight with this stamp set, One Wild Ride. Do you see that? How it has that cool, focus. It has a brick background, and it's raised and it's shiny. So this is the silver one. I actually have a card here that we're gonna make. And then we're gonna color it, because the white you can add your re-inkers to and color it to make to change the color of it anyway. So that's what we're gonna be doing tonight. So I hope you are excited about that. Has anybody used embossing paste before? Go ahead and let me know. And yes, hi Louise, thank you for sharing this. We love to have other friends and crafty people join us. And real quick, if you want to order any of these products, you can go over to my website, and here is the host code. So if you would like to do any shopping. Okay, I'm going to clear off my space so we can get started. This stamp set that I'm using is retiring. So it is going to be gone at the end of this month. So this is what we're going to use for the masculine card. And then we're going to be using the Daisy Delight on the feminine card and the Daisy Punch. So I see lots of friends on here. So we are going to get started. The first thing you're going to need also are these tools, which are also on page 202. And they kind of remind me of like cake decorating tools a little bit, or I mean, like this one reminds me of the cake, the frosting thing. The palette knives are $5, and you get all three. Or this one reminds me of like oil painting. Both of my grandmas oil paint or did, and so I always saw that tool growing up. I'm just grabbing a scrap piece of paper because this can get a little messy. So if you don't like messy, this might not be the thing for you. Just a warning. The other thing we're using are our masks. So this one is my favorite, and you can see there is glitter all over it. It is just like a fun, like a plastic little thing. And we sell those in a combo pack. I don't know why I'm not showing you this all at once. Again, it's on page 202. And you get the decorative masks, they're $6. And they come with the bricks, or this like medallion, some clouds, and another pattern anyway. So you get all 4 of them for $6. You can also use these, and you can take your sponge and some ink and go over it and sponge backgrounds as well. So you can use these for several different ways also. So let's get started. I have a piece of our Thick Whisper White, and I'm just using thick because what I found is that our silver embossing paste is a little bit runnier than the white or the shimmer white. So the thing with these are you're going to want to make sure you really seal them up or they will dry out. Like, for example, my white one is, it's pretty hard because I did not seal it. So just make sure you seal it up good or use it all at once, and then it will be good. A tip, if it does get a little bit hard, you can add a little bit of water to it and remix it, and it can come back to life. As long as it's not too hard, it will work that way. So this is the shimmer white. I don't know if you can see, it has like, it looks like it has like really faint glitter in there. This is my favorite one. And then again, I haven't used the silver a lot because personally it was a little bit runny for me, but today it seemed to work pretty well. But here's the silver. It's super cool, and I thought it would be perfect for this motorcycle card that I wanted to do, and just like the chrome and the metallics anyway. So I just have this, I'm using Thick Whisper White on my original card. This is regular white. So you can use either or. So one tip that I'm not going to do that you can do is when you lay your mask, you can actually cut your cardstock bigger than what you want, and you can put this over. And I am laying it, to get it straight, I'm laying the bottom edge on the bottom of the paper. I don't know if you probably can't tell, but that's what I'm doing. And then people have put washi tape around the edge to keep it down. I'm just going to hold it and hope that it goes well. If it does move, I will tell you that it can kind of smear underneath here. So washi tape is a great idea for that. Okay, the other thing you're going to need are like some baby wipes, which I don't have, but I have some Clorox wipes. So I'm going to use those to clean off my tools. So otherwise it will dry like cement on here, just so you know. You have been warned. Okay, so this is kind of just like using like your frosting, like if you're frosting a cake or something. This one is, again, very loose, I guess. It's more runny than the other. So that's why I kind of, at least mine is. I don't know if all the silver is like that, but it does work. So I'm just scooping some out, and we're going to do this. Thank you, everybody, for joining me. Hi, everybody. I love seeing your highs come through and your hearts and your thumbs up. Now I'm just holding it really tight. Again, use washi tape if you want. And the pattern that I'm going for is, on this one, I'm not going to cover the whole background. Now, you absolutely can if that's the look you're going for. I just kind of want to go on an angle and cover like 2/3 of it. So I'm just going to start at the top, and I'm going to just spread this across. And if you need more, go ahead and scoop out some more. And then as you pull it across, you kind of scrape off the extra, and you can put it back in your container. This dries. I found the silver took a little bit longer to dry. The white actually will dry in just a few minutes, like maybe say 5 to 7 minutes, and it's completely dry. So I just scraped off the extra, and then when I lift this off, let's hope it works. It will give me that background, and you can see it a little bit did get there. Probably I shifted it or got a little bit too much, but isn't that so cool? Now it's wet, so I can't touch it. But once it dries, it actually is raised, and it is metallic and shiny and super cool. So real quick, I'm going to get a wipe and wipe off my tool. And I already have one dry. So I'm going to show you how I tinted the one we're going to make for our other. So you're just going to want to wash this off. And you can take it and run it right under your sink, preferably. I'm just using a wipe because I'm down in my home craft studio crafting with you tonight. So I'm just wiping it off and let it dry. It's good to go. Okay, so I'm going to put the top back on this. Okay, another way you can use this is I took I'm just letting that dry. I'm just letting this dry anyway. I took this shimmer white and let's do it. And I have Melon Mambo, just our re-inker. And I took some, now let's see. Oh, this is still a little bit soft. It's starting to harden up. But I need a clean tool. You just take some of your embossing paste and you'll scoop it out. And you plop it down, and then you will take your re-inker and you can add a drop to it or two, or however, it depends on how much you need. Just adding 1 drop if it'll drop. And then so this is just our regular ink that we re-ink our ink pads with. And then you just take your tool and you mix it. Kind of like if you have ever colored cake frosting, same thing. Now if you want it lighter, you can add more white. If you want it darker, you can add more ink. And you just mix it. Our silicone mat in the back is also a great thing to mix this on. And I can't, mine is who knows where. So I'm just using a paper plate. If you do mix these and you have leftovers, you can put them in any type of container where you can like seal it up where it will not dry out. And then you can have lots of other different colors. So let's just do a little sample of this so you can see. I'm going to put this here. I should have grabbed a different mask, but I didn't. And I'm just going to pick up some of this pink. And I'm going to try to lay this here. And you just put this on. It's just kind of fun. Again, it's messy. There's no lie. It's messy when you have to clean it off. So this is not for everyone. But I had some people ask me about how to use this, so we're trying it. And I was brave, and we did use this at Stamp Camp the one time. I'm afraid to lift my finger. It's like stuck. Okay, so now when I lift this off, see it has that really cool background, and it's a little sparkly. So again, you could do this in any color. And I'm just going to set that aside to dry. And I'm just wiping this off. And we're going to create a card now with some of these backgrounds. I have 2 that are already dried. I do have to wipe some of this gunk off. Otherwise, it will ruin my mask. And I don't want that because I really do use these and like it. Okay, so I'm getting rid of that. Setting this aside. Okay, so now we're done with this as well. We're going to create 2 cards now. We're going to make that motorcycle card and this one. Okay, so I have some basic black and some smoky slate. I already have my background and it's dry now. And I took a piece of silver, our silver foil right here. So if you are ever in a hurry and you want this to dry quicker, you can use your heat tool. My tip is that if you get it too hot or too close, just know that this paint can actually bubble up. I might know that from experience. So just so you know, it can get too hot, but that will help it dry a little bit faster if you are in a hurry. Okay, where are my stamps? So I need the motorcycle and some white paper here. We are going to go ahead and layer this onto here with some of our adhesive. I have lots of people in my family that love motorcycles, and so this stamp set is perfect for any of them. So I'll be sad to see it go. So again, if you love this stamp set, it is retiring at the end of the month or while supplies last. Okay, so we're adding this down here, like here we go. So that's our really cool background that we got going on. And then this strip is just 1 inch. And the reason why I actually added this is because on my finished card, like I said, how it bubbles up, it actually did that because I was trying to hurry it along. And so I put this strip down to hide my mistake. So I don't really need it on this one, but I think we'll add it because it is kind of cool. So we are going to add this towards the bottom here. Also, if you don't let it dry and you touch it, your fingerprint will go in there, and I see my fingerprint in that one. But my motorcycle is going to hide that. I see your comment, Elizabeth. Your daughter has been plotting for the fall retreat. Yes. Okay, so I have my 2 stamps. I have just my black ink, and I am stamping these, and we are going to fussy cut them out. Sorry, ahead of time, I meant to do that. I just have my little ink spot. I swear, I left everything at my studio. I had a class this week, and I was going to make a card with that rosy, everything is rosy, because that's, our May special. And if you order that set of products from me, you are going to get a 12 card tutorial from me very soon. And anyway, I left it there because we made a card with it this week. So if you still would like to order those, and that's what I did, I made several cards last week with that. So if you would like to order that, you will also get that tutorial emailed to you. So the next thing is I'm just going to fussy cut these out and attach these to the card with dimensionals. And I think you guys know how I just, there's not a framelit, so I just go along the edge. I leave a little bit of white, and then I put them both up on dimensionals, and boom, the card looks like this when it's all said and done. So I know it's really shiny, but we're actually going to stamp the inside really quick. So I have a piece of white, and we're going to have, we're going to put this tire tread at the bottom. Where did my ink pad go? So, because the card is black, so we can't write on black ink. So we're going to, I'm going to stamp this. Where did my scrap paper go? Here it is. Stamp this going off the edge like this. And then we're going to stamp the other tire tread up here like that. And then we're going to say birthday wishes to the leader of the pack. And this card will be done. Okay, the next one we're going to do is using the daisy punch with that pink background. Okay, so here is this, and we're going to add this to the inside of our card to finish it off. Okay, so I hope you like this card with the silver embossing paste. Next up, we're switching gears now. I will have to clean these because my chamois is across the table. So the next card we're going to make, let me clear this stuff off, is using this piece. See, I told you I had one already done. And again, this is just the shimmer white with Melon Mambo in the background. Oh, good. I'm glad. Karen said she really likes the black and silver together. Yeah, let me know if you like that card. Oh, I see some hearts and thumbs up. Good. I'm glad you like it. That makes me happy. Okay, so our next card, we're going to be using this and our daisy punch. This is carrying over, and in our new catalog, you'll see a smaller daisy punch and stamp set. I went ahead and punched out 2 white daisies. Already, we're going to need Melon Mambo, and so I'm going to cut this at 5.5, and then I'm going to score it at 4.25. So again, just how I showed you ahead of time, I did the same technique. I just went all the way to the edges and covered the whole background. Now I want to pull in a little bit of color, so we're going to use some Granny Apple Green. And we're going to cut this at 5.25 by 4. And then our white measured 5 by 3 3/4. Or at least let's hope that's what I cut it, because that's what I thought I did. Let's see if this layers together. It does. So I'm going to flip this over, and this is really it's hard, and like you can see I don't know if you can tell, there's a little edge here, and like you need like a nail file to file that off, or maybe oh there, I got it off, but it does dry super hard, kind of like cement, like I was saying. So make sure you clean off your tools really well. And because I did the whole thing, I'm putting glue around all of the edges. So we're going to make a nice bright card. Hopefully it turns out really cute. Because once I started playing with this paste, I wanted to keep trying things out, and I didn't want to actually finish a card. I just wanted to keep playing. Okay, we're going to put this on here. So this is what we have so far. And then I have my 2 daisies. Where did my dimensionals go? Right here. And so I punched out 2 daisies just in Whisper White. I'm going to put a dimensional right there. I'm going to take it off, and I'm going to offset them like that. You can see there's one like sandwiched in there. And then I'm going to take my leaf punch and some of that Granny Apple Green, and I'm going to punch out 2 leaves. And then the next thing I need is a center for my flower, and I have a 1/2 inch circle punch, and I'm going to be using Pineapple Punch, nice super bright yellow. So that's going to be our center. And I am going to pop this center up with a dimensional as well. Now you could use this stamp set, and you could stamp this in a color and punch it out. I just use the punch. I use the punch more, just the punch only than this, but this is a great stamp set, and I am going to use the thank you in here. So I have that, you can see, and then we're going to stick, I'm going to stick these leaves just coming off of the edges with a little glue. Oh, I'm glad, Carrie, that you think it's going to be super cute already. Let's hope. Okay, I want to pop my leaf out like this. And one coming out over here. Oh, it's sticking to me. Like this. So there we have this part. Now I have a strip of just Whisper White, and I'm going to use this word thank you. This stamp set is carrying over, thankfully, so that is awesome. I did want to feature just some stamps that were retiring, but I thought that this would look really cute on that background. But this one is going, so if you need the One Wild Ride, I believe it's 20, I don't know, I'll have to look it up. It's pretty affordable though for a masculine card. Okay, I think we're going to use the Granny Apple Green ink. I have Melon Mumbo here also, but we're going to go with the green. And I do have my foam mat here because this is photopolymer, so you should use your mat so you get a good impression. Now, guys, ladies, you don't have to smash. You see, I'm just tapping nicely. If you smash, you're going to get ink all over your block and make a big mess. You really just need to tap, and then I can see I got ink, good coverage of ink, and so I can stamp this beautifully and not have a huge mess. So there we have our thank you. Sometimes I know we just need to be reminded. I think we're going to do something like this. So I need to cut this. Sometimes it's scary cutting the paper, but it's just paper. So if it doesn't work, it's okay. I can just do it again. I don't know why we're so scared to ruin our paper. And I'm going to make this side a banner. So you all know how I do that. You can grab your triple banner punch. Love it. Use it. If you don't have it handy to make a banner, you just cut a slit in the center. You just eyeball it the best you can. I'm cutting a little slit right in the middle. You can see it's cut. And then I'm going to go from the, what side is this? The left side right to the middle of that center and cut out a piece like that. And then I'm going to go into the right side and do the same thing and cut, and I will have a pretty darn close to perfect banner. So if you don't have that punch, which I do love and I do use it, that is an awesome way to make a banner as well with any size. Now I'm going to stick this down with just regular glue. And because this is paste, I would definitely use a very strong glue. The Tombow liquid glue would work great. Or glue dots. And I'm going to stick this banner on here like this. Okay. And then I'm going to put more dimensionals on the back of this. This is not a card that I'm going to be mailing. This is a card that I'm going to be handing out to somebody. Otherwise, it probably will cost you a little bit more at the post office if it's too thick. Oh, somebody said, Diane said she's a smasher. Diane, that's okay, because we all learn. So, I'm glad that maybe you learned something. And you're not the only one, so don't feel bad. So I just like to give tips as I've learned them along the way. So here is this card. I will take pictures of these because sometimes it's hard with the lighting to see everything correctly, or like the way it really is. And our cards always look so much better in real life as well. But here is this card. It's bright pink and the green, and I love that little yellow there. And this is just a really nice thank you card. And then my motorcycle card is right here. So I hope you enjoyed learning about embossing paste. Remember, the silver is retiring. So if you would like that, get that now. Remember, the One Wild Ride stamp set is also retiring. So if you would like any of those products, or you can hop on over to my online store and see what else is retiring. Remember, if you use that host code this month, and you spend over $50, I always like to send you a thank you gift in the mail and a thank you card. So you can always look forward to that. Thank you for joining me tonight. I hope you all have a great night, and I plan to be back next week. If you have any questions about any of these or products, or maybe you want to join my Stampin' Up team, just message me and I can answer any of your Stampin' Up questions. All right, have a nice night, everybody. I will see you next week. Bye.